If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shaw Parali can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shaw Parali is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shaw Parali, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Are you an H-1B visa holder? Do you have an I-140 petition approved or have an extension under AC-21 provisions? Are you on H-4 visa? If yes, we've got amazing news for you. As of May 26, 2015, you or your spouse on H-4 visa might be eligible for a work permit, aka EAD. And to apply, you need a lawyer who knows about H-4 visa issues. Lawyer Shaw Parali has been at the forefront of this fight for H-4 rights and has actually helped make this dream a reality. Now, his firm is ready to help you or your spouse get their EADs. Call 510-742-5887 or visit www.splgpc.com to apply for your EAD. This is an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
Very good afternoon, Mr. Shah. Thanks for a very good show.
Thank you for the show and all the information that you're providing.
Hi, Shah Parali. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks for doing this program.
Hi, Shah. Thank you.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for picking up my call.
Hi, Shah. My name is Kunal. Let me thank you for this wonderful show. It's been a tremendous help, actually.
Mr. Shah Parali, thanks for sharing the information.
Good afternoon, sir. I would like to congratulate. It's a wonderful show, and lots of people are getting benefited in different areas like immigration and settlement and all.
Yeah, good afternoon. So, first of all, thank you very much for providing all this useful information. Really appreciate.
I've been listening to your shows. I know I've been listening to your shows only on Mondays, but I from now on I'll try to make it a point listen to it, the other days also. Thank you for doing such a great show. Thank you for taking my call. It's a wonderful show.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Shaw. Appreciate your talk show and daily listener about this, and it's very informative.
Yeah, hi, Shah. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Rajesh.
Hi, thanks for taking my call, and first of all, thank you very much for your service to the community. So, thanks for briefing up the current situation. Unfortunately, it's affecting the good people as well, whose aspiration is this country. Thanks, Mr. Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
Hi, this is Ravi. Thanks for taking my call, Shah Parali.
Hello, is this Mr. Shah Parali?
Yeah, this is Shah. You're live on air.
Yes. Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. Good. Thanks.
Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you, and the same to you. Hi, sir. It's a great show you're doing. Thanks for all your help. Thanks so much.
From all of us at the Shaw Parali Law Group, we want to thank you, the audience, for making 2015 such a great year. We wish you a happy and prosperous year in 2016.
Thank you for your kind words. Thank you very much.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shaw Parali for the Shaw Parali Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shaw Parali Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastakal, Namaskar to all the listeners. Today is April 18th and we are doing the show live, and ladies and gentlemen, Thursday will be a recorded show, so if you're hearing this show on Thursday, that means it's a recorded show. Unfortunately, I have to be in court on that day. If I'm possibly not going to be able to to do the show live, but you can listen to it. So if you're listening on Thursday, you know it's recorded. So ladies and gentlemen, today I have Franco on the board with me, and Franco is doing an excellent job, and I wanted to thank him for really kind of coming up with in the latest and last minute, because I was supposed to do a recorded show today, but I came on air because on Thursday will be a recorded show. So we have a lot of news, and anything I'm going to tell you today is my opinion only, not that of KLOK's, and also everything I'm telling you is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. The number to the office is 510-742-5887, and the number to our studio today is 408-912-5565. You can ask your questions about anything in immigration when it comes to asylum. You can ask questions about family petitions, H-1B, I-140, labor certification, L-1, EB-1, you name it, and we will be glad to answer. And before I take the callers, I have one caller already on hold. The news today is the U.S. Supreme Court is taking on the DACA case, which is basically U.S. versus Texas, where Texas blocked the law of President Obama. And unfortunately, we don't expect much because the court is evenly divided. And in June, we should have an answer. So let us wait on this. But this is the news for today. And of course, the UNNJ situation is continuing. Let me take a caller, and then I'll continue. This is Shaprai. You're live on air.
Hi, sir. This is Sandeep. I have a question on H-1B transfer.
Yes.
I have been laid off, and my last day will be April 30th. And my current company is telling me that they will send out a cancellation on H-1B on May 2nd, which is Monday.
Yes.
I've already found an employer which is ready to transfer my H-1B, so they will be sending out the paperwork by this week.
Yes.
Now, my question is that how does that impact when my current company sends out a cancellation of H-1B? Will it affect the new company which is filing my H-1B this week?
No, because if this is called a timely file, since your next company B has already filed, will be already be filing a transfer for you. That means the cancellation that they send is not a revocation, it's just a cancellation of status and employment. But you're still under H-1B cap. So if your transfer is done on time, it's filed on time, you are safe, you don't have to basically do anything. You just go ahead and continue, and you can actually start working with company B as soon as the transfer is filed. But now there are a few other issues that you need to be taking care of. One, you need to be checking if you have reached 6 years. You might have to actually then put a situation that I-140 is still present, and there might be other issues when it comes to situation where they have not, you don't have check stubs up to that date when it's filed. But even that, you can always do consular processing. But to answer your question short, no, because the effect of that letter is something that is required usually for companies, and as long as your H-1B is filed before that date of May 2nd, you are fine. Okay.
Okay. And I have another question. Yes, I have I-140 approved, and I'm on my 9th year.
Okay.
And is it true that if your dates are current, then you cannot use I-140 for your extension? Is it true?
Yes, technically yes. Because at this point in time, you're supposed to get a green card. But if your dates are current for the give me a call at the office, because I have other people waiting. So I will be glad to assess your case. But this is a major problem. You need to be careful on that. I'll tell you how we can deal with it. But give me a call, 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller. This is Shaprali. You are live on air.
Hi, sir. I have a question on green card.
Yes.
Where I recently got a green card, and will there be any problem if I join a new employer after 2 months of receiving the green card. So is there any time period of this when some months has to be wait and then join a new employer, or 2 months is too short to wait otherwise?
To leave the company? Well, there's no straight answer on that, but recently they have been very, very picky on the situation where people, as soon as they get the green card, they leave, especially if they have not worked for the company. There's no timeline. It's recommended by most lawyers 6 months to 1 year. But if you move, it's not going to really affect you now, but down the road, if at your citizenship level, they might question you about the job offer. But it's not too early, but it's not a great idea just to leave like that after 2 months. But it's a case-by-case basis, and the only way I can really kind of assess it, I have to go all over the past on your case. So if you want, you can give me a call at the office. We can do that. Or I will recommend always to wait 6 months to 1 year. Okay?
Oh,
okay? Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. This is Shaprai. You're live on air.
Hey, thanks for taking my call here.
You're welcome.
I have a 6-year-old daughter who was born here and a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Her PAO card and her U.S. passport got expired a few months ago. So are we in trouble here, or how do we take care of that?
Okay, she's born here. She's a U.S. citizen. And you say her U.S. passport is expired only for her, right?
Right.
No, you're not in trouble. She's a U.S. citizen. You don't even need to have a passport in the U.S.
Okay. So my question here is, say if you want to travel to Canada or India, right? So
yeah, you're gonna travel without a. You should go to the passport office and ask for an expedited passport and pay the fee and get another one for her. But as long as she's in the U.S., she's not in trouble, because just to let you know, I think 40% of Americans don't even have a passport. So it's not a problem inside America. It's outside America that is a problem. Okay? Yeah, to travel you need the passport. So what I would recommend is, if you need something urgent, go to the passport office, call them, tell them it's urgent. They might issue something right away for you. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shaparali. You are live in air. Hello? Hello? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you can feel free to call. We got some very interesting questions today. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565, and I have Franco on the board with me today, and this is Attorney Shaparali. I'm doing the show live today, by the way. It's April 18th, and if you're listening to that show on Thursday, that means it's a recorded show. But today we are discussing, of course, about one. We talk about this new case, not new case, a case that is going to the Supreme Court, is making the news right now. This is the case that will give basically a work permit to people who are undocumented. It's not a green card, by the way. A lot of people are totally seeing it the wrong way. It's not a green card. What it is only a work permit under deferred action. And deferred action is also used for U visa. By the way, I'm getting a lot of calls from people on U visa. If you are victims of any crimes, there are 51 crimes. For example, domestic violence. For example, assault with a weapon, extortion. For example, we might have cases we are seeing now where people get extorted as a student, because you have those people pretending to be ICE agent or something, coming to their house taking money from them. So you might qualify. I'm not saying you will. You might. If your employer is abusing you in certain ways, you might also get, through the Department of Labor, you might get a U visa. Not every abuse qualifies, but we just did one where that person was being taken advantage of, and the Department of Labor signed on the U visa certification. The U visa is very powerful because you can apply first for a deferred action work permit, and you can also apply down, and once it's approved 2-3 years later, you get the EAD on U visa, and 3 years later you can file for the green card. Actually, it goes faster than the EB2 right now if I calculate it. So look into that. If you have that options, give me a call, 510-742-5887. I have some very good articles on our website, attorneyonair.com, on U visa. Read about them. Let me take another caller. This is Shaprai. You are live in air. Hello.
Hi, I have a question about the PIO card for India, because when my daughter got it, she's a U.S. citizen obviously, and she got it, and it was said it is for lifetime. What I'm hearing, though, is when her passport expires, she's going to have to convert to an OCI, although the PIO card that we have clearly says it's for lifetime.
Oh, I'm sorry. I sorry to interrupt you, but I don't know much about this because this is Indian law. I am a lawyer here, licensed in United States. I don't know much about the OCI. Most of the time, I have other callers calling and explaining, but I'm so sorry. I don't have knowledge of that. Even if I have knowledge, I'm not allowed to give advice or even educational advice on Indian law. Sorry for that, but I don't know the answer on this one. Sorry. You call the Indian consulate. They might be able to help you. If you have one caller who knows about that, maybe they can explain. Let me take another caller. This is Shaparai. You're live in air. Hello? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can still call. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565. The caller before that called me. Unfortunately, I am not licensed in India, because I'm not from India, first of all, and two, I am not allowed then to give advice, even if I know it. If I know something of general, I will tell you, but I'm licensed in California. That means basically under immigration, I'm licensed pretty much in federal court also. So that means I can give you advice all over the U.S. when it comes to immigration law. And unfortunately, when it comes to India, you might want to get what we call an FLC, which is a foreign legal consultant. Those people are licensed to practice Indian law on California soil. So please check with them, and I apologize if I cannot answer this question. Now, let us talk a little bit about something else too, which is many people don't know about. One, we have also the UNNJ, which is happening, the University of Northern New Jersey. Big saga, big thing going on, and the truth is out there, like we say a little bit in that movie. The truth is out there. We're trying to find it, and we are calling on people to really look into that. So we really want you to understand the two sides of the stories of the UNNJ. For one, yes, there were some people who took advantage of the system, and they were mostly the brokers. 21 of them were arrested. They were basically selling a university which technically was not real, and unfortunately, and because of that, now we have another situation where were the students in status when they were at UNNJ? Oh no. My answer is yes, because technically everything was legal when it came from the school. The CPT was issued by USCIS. People were even able to travel on those visa of UNNJ. But now suddenly they shut it down, and a lot of people are facing deportation, and they are facing deportation. And if you need help, you are a University of New Jersey kind of victim, please give us a call at the office, 510-742-5887. You go on our website, attorneyonair.com, which will bring you to Pirali Law. There you will find we have a full page of updates on UNNJ, what's happening there. Please check it and let us know what you think or if you need any help. Let me take another caller. This is Pirali. You are live in air.
Hello. Hi. My name is Ravi. I would like to know with data filing, like moving further. I see the adjustment of status is still not moving further. Can you tell me when it will be moving?
I don't know the answer. Only thing I can do is do the predictions. And I was hoping May will move it at least by 6 months. That was my hope. And my next prediction, it might happen either in June or July, because we're coming close to the next fiscal year. So there should be some kind of movement. But what happened, it seems that the government gave that situation of advanced filing, which is where you can basically file and get an EAD. So because of that, they kind of toned down on the movement of the processing. But the truth is that my estimates, according to me predictions, I'm going to do my predictions in 1 week, by the way, and you can check it. It will be on the YouTube channel. But my predictions right now is, at this point, I think next month we might see a movement. The same movement I predicted for May, I think now we might get it. But I'm not sure, because there's a lot of tug of war going on right now in the Congress, etc. So that puts pressure also on the USCIS. I mean the State Department. But don't hope for a lot of movement though. It's not going to be big movement.
Yeah, my valid date is May 28th, so 2010. So is there any expectation further?
Okay. So, yeah, if it moves, it will be moving around April to May 2010 under acceptance. That's my calculation based on the number of applications that are pending with the USCIS and based on the movement. But I got it wrong last month by saying that, so I'm hoping this month I will get it right again, because now with this new system it's very hard to predict. So just be patient. I think within the next 6 months you will see a big changes, but not right away. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shaparali. You're live in here.
Hi. Good
Hi.
afternoon, Mr. Shaparali.
Good afternoon.
I have a question. I don't know if this is the right question or not, but
Go ahead.
please just give me your advice. The
Yes.
family, the U.S. family, U.S. citizen, they went to India, and this guy got married to my friend's daughter. And after marriage, he came back here after 6 days. And for 1 month, they stayed in touch. He kept calling, and they were talking. After that, they just stopped any conversation, any contact. They are not even answering her phone and nothing. And this girl is now in dilemma what to do, and I don't know what we can do for her. How can we help her?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot really tell what is in the couple's mind. There might be fights, there might be other things, but if it seems...
Nothing happened because he was very sweet to her when he was talking on the phone.
Well, a lot of people do that, and unfortunately, people use other people. So, if the marriage was entered in bad faith, you can report it. Just call the U.S. Immigration; they will guide you. But on my side, there's not much I can do. It has to be done by the USCIS. So, call the 800 number and let them know. And because unfortunately, on my side, it's very hard for us to do anything. It has to be done to the USCIS themselves. And then they will guide you what to do. Call the 800 number on their website, and they have a fraud reporting. And if you believe that he committed fraud by trying to get into the country using your friend, then go ahead and let them determine that. But you won't be able to determine that. Okay? All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wish you all the best. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Let me take another caller. This is Shaparali. You're live in here.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Pirali. Thank you for taking my question. Earlier you were mentioning on your show about some U visa. So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I filed my green card through my employer. This is my 4th H1 extension. And my employer, even though I qualified for EB2, they filed under EB3, and it's been more than 10 years right now. So, and then my employer cites that reason to not give me the increments or give me any role, the higher role. So, will that qualify under U visa? I mean,
No.
I can call you later and discuss.
But it won't qualify. What I was talking about here are really serious abuse, like not paying you your salary, like harassment, like abusive stuff. That might qualify. But in order for me to kind of determine if you have the situation, then give me a call, and I will do an assessment. And if that's the case, then I'll guide you what needs to be done. And if we can help you, we'll help you. We just won but we just got one of the U visa certified this weekend. This weekend. I mean last month. When an employee who was being abused by the employer, he was making advances and all the stuff to her, and he was really abusing her. So once we put the complaint, she put the complaint, we were able to get the Department of Labor to sign. But just this kind of games, it might not fall into the purview of the U visa. But I can assess it, but you have to call for a consultation, and then we will assess it. Okay? Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Shaparali. You're live in here. Hello? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I think yeah, we got a lot of calls in one shot. So every time I give the number, people call. The number to the studio, ladies and gentlemen, is 408-912-5565, and this is Attorney Sharp Raleigh from the Sharp Raleigh Law Group. And we were talking about U visa, but we were talking about some other stuff too. So I am also talking about, I was talking about the UNNJ situation. This is really big, and unfortunately there is a situation here where we are really kind of sad for the students. At the same time, we know also the government was trying to do their job, but even I don't agree how they did it. Well, that remains to be seen in a lawsuit or things like that. But at this point in time, if you are a UNNJ student, you need to find an immediate solution, at least until a permanent solution is found. The categories that they are qualifying students basically are those who basically lied to the government, and those definitely they are getting what we call an NTA. Not definitely, but most of them NTA, which is a notice to appear. That means they're placed in deportation. Few students have been kept in detentions right now, and some other students, of course, are just hanging there and they're scared. Those who have transferred or who have already been on H-1B, because it's not only affecting students. Even some people who were in the school for few weeks or few months and they transferred to another kind of status, they're still basically going to a hard time. But of course, some we will see how the government sort them out. But until then, I would recommend not to speak to any government entity without the presence of an attorney. And if you speak, you tell the truth, because lying will cost you really bad under the 212 willful misrepresentation. Remember the rule. What happens, a government official has a right to lie to you, but you have no right to lie to them. So they can come to you and tell you something is happening to you, and you believe them or you don't believe them, it's up to you. But if you lie to them in return, they can use it against you, and that can be major problems. And that's what we are seeing mostly right now on the reasons how they are really getting the students, not really on going to that school, but mostly on lying to them. So now the whole idea is what happens next. We were looking into a possibility of a U visa because many of the brokers took advantage of the students. But unfortunately, until we have more information on the case and the court starts deciding, we cannot really pronounce on that. So don't count on that too much. What you can count on, if you already have a U visa previously, or if you're married to a US citizen, or you move already to H4 and things like that, or a reinstatement. Reinstatement is big. For those who might be able to qualify for reinstatement, please file it if you have a chance. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking a lot about a lot of things. I kind of mixed the whole thing, and at the beginning I spoke a little bit about this case that is going to the U.S. Supreme Court. And right now the U.S. Supreme Court is very, very divided, equally divided, conservative against liberals. So what happened, President Obama tried to pass this rule under DAPA, Deferred Actions for Parents' Arrival, and also DACA, as you know, has been passed. Just before the rule came out, Texas sued. Then I think 26 other states joined and sued the government, saying that basically the issue is the federal government doesn't have rights to force the states to basically give benefits to people who are quote unquote illegal or undocumented. Now what happens, the case went to federal court, circuit court, and the circuit court affirmed, basically said yes, the federal government cannot force that. Now the question that is being asked to be decided by the U.S. Supreme Court is basically whether the states have a right to block an immigration decision under the executive action. So there are twofold of that: the executive action, but also the rights of the federal government to control what we call the system of immigration. And most of the time the federal government has been controlling the immigration. That's why I can practice immigration law pretty much anywhere in the United States. But now if the states have their own rights to block it, what happens next? So it's a really interesting case, because forget about the part, well, we cannot forget 5 million people might get a work permit, but let's say that was not the issue. The issue will be if the states gets away on that, then what happens is anytime, for example, if H-1B law says employers cannot abuse their employees, which is there under the H-1B law, and you see people abusing the employees in one state, and the state say that's okay because H-1B employees are not U.S. citizens. Guess what? If they have a situation like that, if the Supreme Court validates that, it's going to be a big problem. You will see states like Arizona, all those conservative states that don't like people, immigrants, are going to pass all those laws to really kind of crack down. So a lot of people, I hear them saying, oh, this doesn't affect us because we are not illegal or undocumented. But guess what? If the decision is passed where states can make their own immigration laws, we're going to have a different dynamic in the United States. So basically, when I will be advising people, I will say, okay, if you live in California, you're okay. If you live in Arizona, you're not okay. It's already like that, kind of, but not officially. So ladies and gentlemen, we have another, I think, 20 more minutes or so to go. I will still be taking few calls. The number to call is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. We're going to take a quick break for 2 minutes, and we will be back after those messages. So please don't go anywhere. We are talking about immigration law, and today we have the show live. It's April 18th, and if you are listening on Thursday, it's a recorded show. So please let me know if you have any questions. You can call the studio or our office, 510-742-5887. We'll be back after those messages.
Are you an H-1B visa holder? Do you have an I-140 petition approved or have an extension under AC-21 provisions? Are you on H-4 visa? If yes, we've got amazing news for you. As of May 26, 2015, you or your spouse on H-4 visa might be eligible for a work permit, aka EAD. And to apply, you need a lawyer who knows about H-4 visa issues. Lawyer Shah Parali has been at the forefront of this fight for H-4 rights and has actually helped make this dream a reality. Now, his firm is ready to help you or your spouse get their EADs. Call 510-742-5887 or visit www.splgpc.com to apply for your EAD. This is an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
If you would like to find out how your second or third mortgage can be removed for a fraction of its price, call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Parali is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Parali, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are live back on air and we are talking about of course immigration law. Feel free to call us. We have few more minutes to go on our calendar, on our time. So we are going to talk a little bit about debt settlement now, because a lot of people now, another problem we are seeing is that a lot of people are just seeing themselves stuck either in India or stuck here, or they have to go back, and now they're finding themselves with a bunch of debts and they don't know what to do. Well, one of the things is not to pay, of course, but that messes up the credit. If down the road you want to come back, you won't be able to get credit. Of course, a debt settlement is not a way to protect the credit, but at least you get rid of the debts that they don't pile up on you. Like if maybe 2-3 years down the road you come back to the United States, you don't find yourself with a huge debt on your head. So please give us a call. We can help you on a debt settlement. The number to call is 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887. The website is yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. We have been doing a lot of cases also for people who have SBA loans. SBA loans have a problem, just to let you know, because if you don't pay those SBA loans, what you will get is you will get a situation where they will send it to the U.S. Treasury, and then there's a program called TOP where they will be collecting risk really fast. What it means going to the U.S. Treasury is becomes like taxes. So if you get any refund on taxes, they will take that money away. Or once it goes to the government, they can start putting lien and everything on your property. They don't usually do that in regular cases because they are not attached to the government. But since SBA loans are protected by the government, so you want to get rid of them before they even reach there. And we have been kind of successful in getting deals. Not great deals, by the way. They don't give great deals, but still we get you some deals. Give us a call if you have those kind of loans. Now for credit cards, this is another thing that we can help on too. A lot of people owe a lot of money on credit cards and they don't know what to do, and what do they do next? Should they pay? And they cannot pay, they cannot file bankruptcy. We can negotiate those debts for you too. We have some very, very good success stories you can read on yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, and we can help you on those. And also the other kind of cases we are getting, a lot of people went to some H1B, especially where they want to work for someone, and that person, and when they left, that person is just sending them a bill of $20,000, $30,000, etc. You don't have to pay those fees, by the way, most of the time, unless it is reasonable. I repeat that. What is reasonable? It means it has to be something that makes sense to the court. So if you're getting an employer who's threatening you or trying to take money, give us a call. We'll be glad to deal with them. And we've been dealing with a bunch of them very successfully recently. So give us a call. The number to the office is 510-742-5887. The good news with debt settlement is only when we get the deal, then we will charge you. We don't charge you before that. Not like immigration. Immigration is different. If you call for consultation, we will charge you, and once we do the work too, before we start, we will charge you, but not for debt settlement. And also, unfortunately, I don't do free consultation, ladies and gentlemen, because of the fact we get too many calls. And also, if I start doing free consultation, I'll probably be here till like 11 at night. So I apologize for that, but the best free consultation I can give you guys is when I come on the radio. It's not even a consultation, by the way. It's educational, but at least I can guide you quickly. So please bear with us, and don't get upset if I tell you it's paid, because it is paid. So now let us go into other issues that we were discussing. We talk about debt settlement, and also we are talking about other issues. Another thing that we are working on right now is Law Help. Law Help. It is going to be a website and a do-it-yourself product that is going to come out. I'll give you more details. It's going to come out hopefully in the next 1 month or so. And hopefully we will be able to, some cases like certain visas, like for B1, B2, like for even national trust waivers and things like that. Some people want to have basically a guide. They want to do it themselves. So you can pretty much buy those guides, but I have not brought it out yet. The difference between our product and the others is that extensive experience that we're going to put into it, which makes it different from what you will buy from a non-lawyer, for example. And also seeing that what is happening right now with what happening with UNNJ, you cannot really trust anybody who is not a lawyer. A lawyer, you have to check them, see if they're licensed with the state bar, and see if they're really lawyers, because not only that, we are seeing also basically a huge Pandora's box, Pandora, am I saying it right? but a box full of surprises. Let's put it like that. And what happens is we are seeing a bunch of undercover sting operations. So what happens now if they do that next on IT consulting companies? So a lot of people might be applying, doing everything supposedly with the IT consulting firm, and you know how things go. And unfortunately, if that happens next, you're going to see a huge network of people getting in trouble. Already with the UNNJ, a lot of companies are in trouble, and not to mention their names here, but there are many even not named there who might be in trouble. So we recommend to be careful and make sure that you have an attorney that is good on your side, that who will help you, because I have a lot of students calling from pretty much all over the states now, including Tennessee, Minnesota, Michigan, New Jersey, you name it, pretty much all the states now, I think, so far. So what happens is that many attorneys are not really up to date what is happening on UNNJ. The reason I knew what to do on the UNNJ is because I kind of had some experience a little bit with Tri-Valley University. So it is very tricky. Unfortunately, many people who were just trapped, but many people also who might be not just trapped, let's put it this way. But at the end of the day, I hope they are able to at least leave without having anything bad on their record. We are trying our best to clear as many people as possible for those who want to leave, and those who don't want to leave, they have other kinds of relief like asylum, marriage to citizens, change of status, reinstatement. Give us a call, 510-742-5887. And the news today, ladies and gentlemen, is one, the U.S. Supreme Court taking the case of U.S. versus Texas, which is going to affect millions of people under DAPA and DACA, and we will get an answer from the U.S. Supreme Court by June. And the next big news is also about the UNNJ, and also just to let you know, emilohelp.com, which is going to come out in few weeks now, will be a good point where to start if you want to do your own immigration petition with our knowledge included in that. But that will not really be good if you want a service which basically you have the lawyer review and preparing it. But hopefully we will be setting it up, and we will be launching the few products in the few coming weeks, so watch for that. In the meantime, you can like the Facebook page, emilohelp.net. You can get that, but it will also be emilohelp.com, but we are working on that right now. So just to let you know, now I have only like 10 minutes to go. I think Amit is there, right, Franco? So I will just let you know that on Thursday, if you're listening to this show, it's going to be recorded. I wish you all the best for everybody, and things are getting tough. I know. I will do my predictions on the June 2016 soon. Basically, I want you to check our YouTube channel, youtube.com/sharpiralilaw and sign on that. And also, anything I'm telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. Thank you for listening and hanging there, UNNJ students. Hopefully we'll find a good solution for you. And I wish best of luck to all the people hoping that the U.S. Supreme Court will change the law in a good way. So thank you. And Amit, I think you are there. Amit, are you there?
Hi, yes, I am here.
Hey,
thank
Amit,
you.
sorry I made you wait. So ladies and gentlemen, Amit is going to continue to explain debt settlement and real estate in Punjabi and Hindi. Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Franco. We'll be back on Thursday.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And Sat Sri Akal, Namaste to all the listeners. Sorry, my voice is a little bit down today due to the weather change. But still, I'm going to try to keep up and give you a little bit of the real estate recap. Te baki Sat Sri Akal, Namaste to everybody. Hope you guys are having a great hot afternoon Monday. And जिस तरह अपनी रियल एस्टेट की मार्केट भी काफ़ी इस वेले हॉट हैगी है ते अगर तुसी मकान खरीदने दे बारे में सोचते पे हो डेफिनेटली तुसी मैनू कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैगे हो आई कैन डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू आउट फाइंड द बेस्ट डील पॉसिबल that can definitely make your dream come true. ते मेरा नंबर हैगा for that is 510-299-9361. I am your Bay Area realtor Amit Gambhir. मेरा जो ऑफिस है it's located in Fremont And my website to reach me at is www.gambhiramit.com. And ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ I'm going to be talking about, ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਰਟੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੇਚਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਇਸ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, what are the things that can affect your property that you will not be able to get a good price, or negative things ਜਿਹੜੀ affect ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ in order to sell the property and how you are affected through that. So that's the thing. I'm going to give you a little tip on it, so that way agar tusi plan karte ho property vechne de bare vich, you can definitely contact me after the show and I can definitely give you more details in brief and everything, because that's how I do it, and that's how I need to make sure that you make the top dollars in this market. Kyunki as well inventory